My family was from Ireland.
Charlie, I'm glad it's you.
My father used to say, lie down with dogs and you'll wake up with fleas. My father always told me to follow my gut. It won't let you down, son. It's your best weapon. But sometimes, you gotta do what you gotta do. My late father also said, Charles, you didn't start trouble. It was there when you got here.
Hi, I'm Eric from Gypsy Productions, and welcome to the behind the scenes of Red Hand, which is a new animated web series that we're producing to promote an Irish whiskey brand. And trust me, Gypsy is not known for its animated skills. Normally we shoot on this. But storytelling is storytelling, no matter what process we use.
When our client came to us, they originally wanted something similar to a web series pilot that I produced last year, a period piece based in the 1930s. But one very important difference, they wanted it animated. The original concept called for voiceover during the animation sequences, but this soon changed into actual dialogue between the characters. And at this point, all I could think about were the days when I started animating on Super 8, frame by frame. But Reallusion's products, Character Creator 3, iClone, 3D Exchange, etc., have really made this process achievable and relatively simple. As with any project, we start with a script and a story, and we develop our characters. Then I took inspiration from, basic film noir look, Peaky Blinders, On the Waterfront, Casablanca, Boardwalk Empire, and Road to Perdition. Now, these are what we use to create the actual look and the feel of what we wanted visually. For the workflow, I used Character Creator, and then that went to iClone 7, then exported out as FBX and 3D Exchange. Modeling like the sets and some of the animation was done in Cinema 4D. For example, the car rig and the car chase scene that's coming up in it, I did in Cinema 4D because Cinema's built-in tools for this are pretty amazing. But the majority of the digital content creation was done inside of Houdini, because literally you can create anything inside of Houdini. Now, Reallusion's Character Creator 3 is the solution we came up to with for building these characters, and it's honestly just like holding a casting call, but without all the drama. And I never really used this program previously, and it took me about a week or so to really get the feel of it and really to see its true power. I could design the perfect character, do the wardrobe. The learning curve isn't really steep to get the basics. It's not like Maya or Houdini where you can really easily get lost in the technical aspects and all the while forgetting the artistic side. But as with a lot of this software, as you create and you get towards the end, you find out, wow, I wish I would have known this in the beginning because it can do some really amazing things. The characters were then exported to iClone 7 via Reallusion's 3D Exchange for animation. It's an easy workflow using some basic tools inside the program and a couple others I'll talk about in just a second. The dialogue was a piece of cake with Aculips. Tommy Graybeck is the voice actor for the main character, Charlie O'Malley. We simply let him do his thing. A crazy talented guy, by the way. We recorded his lines, imported the WAV files into Aculips, added animations, expressions. And I don't have a mocap suit, so I used mocaps from Reallusion's Actor Core, which is another add-on. Great stuff. And some of the more complex fight moves I got from Mocap Online. The animations, along with all of the textures and materials, were exported out of iClone as FBX to Houdini. And I'm going to tell you, what is exported out of iClone as far as the textures that you can use, it's really, truly amazing. The sets and the actual modeling of the Red Hand whiskey bottle were modeled inside a Cinema 4D and exported as OBJs or sometimes Alembics to Houdini. And I know I could have done the rendering in iClone, but at this point, I'm really not familiar enough with the render engine inside of iClone. So Houdini then allowed me to create all of the volumes and simulations necessary for the look and feel that we wanted. And like I said, nothing comes close to what you can create and simulate inside Houdini. The factory and the city sets are from Kitbash, which is another great product. Telling a story by creating everything digitally is very similar to how you would do it with live actors, but there are some very stark differences. You can't shoot digitally for coverage, wide, over the shoulder, close up, and then throw it all on the edit and see what you get, because the render times just wouldn't allow it. You have to remember that trimming a couple seconds off of an edit of something shot live is pretty standard. But remember, with digital, it takes sometimes 10 minutes per frame to render out your digital creation. And so at 24 frames a second, that's 240 minutes of render time that's basically wasted.
But I can create any location I want. No permits, no fees, no insurance. Imagine, as a DP, having access to unlimited lighting and grip, where golden hour can be 24 hours a day. Imagine never smashing your hand on another C-stand or combo stand. I know that there's nothing that can replace being on set. The camaraderie, the fun, there's really nothing like it. But when you create something digitally, like Red Hand, your filmmaking and storytelling skills are going to grow exponentially. The amount of visualization that you have to have, and patience and diligence to see it through. And everybody has access to this software, like Character Creator 3, iClone, Houdini, any of it. It's there. The community is there to help you too. I've never met a bunch of people that are willing to help somebody out, answer questions. They're everywhere. And in the end, just remember, the whole thing's an adventure. And I thank you for watching.